Hi everybody, welcome to another Gory Glam Tuesday. Now, I wanted to keep this series about vintage horror movies and more less known horror movies. However, I saw this movie with a friend of mine and I'm like, you know what, I have got to talk about that. Not only just the makeup and special effects, but the costumes are gorgeous. It is Crimson Peak. So this movie was made in 2015. It was directed and produced by Guillermo del Toro, and it is a period gothic, ghostly movie. It's very haunting. This movie stars Jessica Chastain, Charlie Hunnam, Tom Hiddleston, and Mia Wasikowska. Wasikowska. I do believe that's how you say it. I'm sorry if I'm butchering her name. However, the movie was set back in 1887. I am not good with clothes from back then. I think these clothes are a little bit overdone, but in a good way. Of course, that they could be complete reproductions of something that was out back then. I don't know. I'm not good with like older clothes. They just look really super elaborate. So the first thing I really want to talk about are the costumes themselves. The makeup, there's not like a whole bunch of glam in it. Is there ever really glam in horror movies? I think that's just something that I created to make it interesting and related to makeup. However, the main point of this are the costumes. There's a little bit of special effects we'll get into later, but I really want to start on these costumes, so let's jump into it. This first picture is a picture of Mia Wasikowska as the main character, Edith. I'm not sure how old this actress is, however, these clothes and the hair and the makeup make her look like she's 10 years old. She's super adorable and cute and very innocent looking, especially in this outfit right here. It's got the huge puffy sleeves, which I do know for a fact were very popular in the late 1800s. So that's super accurate. I really like the sleeves of this dress and kind of like the probably intricate lace that we don't see. I mean, I'm just going to say that there's probably lace on this. If it were like up close in person, you know how sometimes you can tell there's detail to outfits, but you can't see it on screen because we're not that high def. And I'm going to say this is a wig, but it's totally fitting of her. She's got very pale skin because some of the movies she's sickly. I don't want to spoil the plot for you, but she does look very sickly. The makeup sort of reflects that. And my favorite outfit of the movie, like by far the best out of the movie, this is Jessica Chastain as Lady Lucille. And it's just amazing. She knows she's breathtaking in this movie. I know she does. The red is like one of those colors that you're immediately drawn to, and the fact that this train is trying to rival Princess Diana's wedding train is just amazing. It's got intricate ruffles on it. I'm loving the sleeves. There's something about sleeves that go like over your fingers or very close to your fingers that I like. I know that sounds really weird, but I do. And the neck, the collar is, oh my gosh. I wish I had this like as a cape, because I would totally rock this for just going to Kroger, just walking with a huge collar and a huge train. And I think the fact that it's red, as I said earlier, it just draws your eye even more to the outfit. Her makeup, I'll go ahead and do makeup along with it as I see it. Her makeup, she's flawlessly beautiful. Jessica Chastain, I don't know if I've seen her in anything else, but she's a very gorgeous woman, and the red lipstick is going along with the dress, so she's just trying to catch your eye no matter what. You're not going to look at anybody else but her. I can't decide if I like this outfit or the red outfit more on this character. This is the black outfit that she wears very briefly in the movie. It has a really cool hat to go along. And I'm going to zoom up on the detail just so I can see it myself. I am really liking everything that's going on. There looks to be like 3 or 4 different fabrics that they use for this costume. She's got the cool sleeves once again that I don't know why I like sleeves like that. It's just an odd quirk of mine. And the colors complement each other so well. The black, there's a lot of black, and there's just like that little pop of white around the collar and her wrist, but then the huge, like obnoxious red rose is actually fitting with the costume. And there, to me, my eye is going everywhere with this because I'm loving it that much. The hat just adds to it. The hat isn't really pretty, but it goes with the outfit, if that makes sense. And we'll go ahead and talk about Tom Hiddleston as well. Tom Hiddleston plays her brother, Thomas Sharp, and he is looking very sharp. He is, oh my gosh, he's really sharp in this outfit. There's not a whole lot going on with his. A lot, of course, the men in the movie don't have like super banging costumes like the females do, but he's pulling it off just because he looks like a perfect gentleman stepped right out of the 1880s in this outfit. It looks like they're going to a funeral. They're not just yet in this movie. Here's a like close-up version of the red dress that Jessica Chastain wore in this movie. There's a lot of detail to that collar. I don't know what fabrics they use, but it just looks like it looks like it could be uncomfortable. That's the one downside of this outfit. The frills look like they could be a little uncomfy, like the material just isn't that pleasant against the skin. However, the corset part of this costume is very velvety looking and really regal. I just love this costume. Between that and the black dress, I can't choose. Here's an up close of Tom Hiddleston. His costumes really don't differ that much in the movie, but he's pulling it off super well. Pardon me, everybody. Seriously, my tablet, which I was looking... I use my tablet to look at these pictures while I'm talking about them so I don't, like, really leave out any detail. My tablet just died, so... yeah. We're back up and running, so I'm going to hop right back into it with that picture of Tom Hiddleston as Thomas Sharp. As I was saying before, his costumes don't differ that much in the movie, because, of course, the women's costumes are enough to slay on their own. However, he does pull it off perfectly well just because he's very handsome and nice to look at. Here's an up-close picture of Thomas and Edith together at a funeral. And I like the funeral clothes for this movie. That was, like, I was totally not paying attention when I first started watching this movie. And I'm like, is this a period piece? And lo and behold, it was. I just wasn't paying that much attention. But we'll get into that after. These clothes are just really cool. I think the only issue is, like I said, they're not up close, and our TVs cannot pick up all the little details of these costumes. And when you're talking about black costumes with black on black on black material, it's really hard for your eye to decipher the details when you're not right there looking at it or feeling it. So that's the problem I had watching them. I could tell that the costumes were really cool, but there's probably a whole buttload of detail that we don't see and don't get to grasp from this movie. This is one costume I didn't like. This is on Mia W's outfit. Edith's character. I don't like the yellow. It's a very mustardy yellow, and with the black, she looks like a bumblebee, and a like Victorian bumblebee at that. It's just not fitting, especially with her hair color. I just don't like it. She's got like little to no makeup on in this movie. It's not like they went all out and did like Today Glam, of course. So it's just kind of like with a nice, soft, natural glam makeup and her blonde hair. It's just not mixing well with the dress for me. Maybe other people like it. I just don't favor it very well. Once again, Tom Hiddleston. That I would tear that costume off with my teeth or right off of his pale bony body. He just looks good, and the little like pocket chain with it completes the look for it. This could be the same outfit that I was looking at earlier. I don't know, because like I said, the male costumes for this movie I wasn't that into. It's more of the actor that's in them. Last in the way of costumes, we're going to talk about Charlie Hunnam's character, because I'm sure a lot of y'all would come for me if I didn't mention him. His costumes differ. He's got the like tweed jacket and suit going on with it. He's got a pocket chain as well. So he looks very dapper, just kind of like Sherlock Holmes dapper. There's really only a couple special effects slash glam pieces that I found for you guys that I favored and decided to put in this video. These are the ghosts that are in the movie. They're really creepy, but I think they're even creepier out of the movie because in the movie they use all the CGI, and I don't like CGI at all. This is creepy enough for me. The cool thing is they put a buttload of detail into like the shredded costuming and tattered, rotten draping clothes off of these ghosts and varying amounts of red. You can tell that there's like a lace dress that used to be on this ghost that's just crumbling and decaying off, which is super cool. The hair is stringy and gross. And you can see the actor underneath where they put like an entire coat of like charcoal makeup on this person. It looks like it's really uncomfortable, in my opinion. Here's another ghost where they completely decked it out in crimson, which happens to be one of my favorite colors. And fun fact, crimson and red are two different colors. But back to this ghost, it's really cool looking. The art and time that was put into this really creeping, rotting, skeletal ghost is just, it's mind-boggling. I really like it. I wish they would have left the CGI out and just kept this. And here's actually some CGI in action. This is Tom Hiddleston as a ghost, and you can see a lot of the costuming detail. There's like a rust slash red, blood, crimson look to it, which is kind of what I was basing my makeup off of today, but I'm not that good looking. It just looks really cool. You can tell they put a lot of time into highlighting Tom's natural bone structure and making him look more skeletal and deathly-like. So overall, as I was leading to earlier, and then I stopped myself because I wanted to save it for this point, this movie's not very interesting. I struggled to really grasp the exact concept that they were going for in this movie, and I've read some of the reviews, and they're not all favorable of the storyline itself. I found myself more of watching the scenery and the costumes, of course, and the makeup and special effects that weren't CGI. I was paying more attention to that kind of stuff more than I was the actual story. So I think, for me, the strong point of this movie are the costumes and the makeup. That's why I decided to pick it for today. I thought it would be interesting to have a newer movie on the series that I was planning just for older movies. This movie is on Netflix. I'm not going to say run out and watch it because, like I said, I didn't find the storyline too awful interesting. However, the costumes alone, I think, is worth at least half of your attention. So you can, like, have the movie on and playing on your phone and just glance up every once in a while. So that is it for today. Thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun doing the look. I had fun looking at the pictures for this movie because, like I said, the pictures and the costumes are a little bit cooler than the story. Feel free to check out my new playlist I put up. I tried to categorize everything into their certain slots so you can just easily click on a certain show of the day that you want to watch, or just watch all of them. I very much appreciate it. As always, like and share as you see fit, and please subscribe to my channel because I'm putting new content up almost every day, it seems like. If you would like content of me every day, you can head over here to my Instagram and give me a follow. I put up looks every day. If you give me a follow, I'll make sure to follow back. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I don't get like thousands of views yet, but I don't care how many views I get. Anybody watching is better than nobody watching. So thank you all for supporting me and sending me warm comments. I love you all so much.